What's up, everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we have a Week 4 matchup here in Year 3, the 2026 season. We got South Alabama coming into town to face off against the number 3 ranked Kentucky Wildcats in Lexington, Kentucky today. This Kentucky team is sitting 2-0 on the season. South Alabama is sitting 2-1. Now, this is not a team we can overlook because you all remember Week 1. Akron came into Lexington and almost upset this Kentucky Wildcats team. Now, although we struggled in Week 1, we had a bye week in Week 2, but then in Week 3, we faced off against the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and this Kentucky team dominated. Our offense played incredible. The freshman quarterback, Stephen Bullock, got in great form. Timing with his receivers is looking a lot better. Our offensive line dominated. Our defense did what they always do. And this Kentucky team looked very good last week. We're looking to continue that momentum here into Week 4 because next week, Week 5, SEC play starts. That's right. Our first game in the Southeastern Conference will be in Week 5 versus South Carolina. And then we go into Alabama in Week 6. So we better continue to play some high-level football today because when next week starts, this schedule picks up and it continues to pick up each and every game. So in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the top stories. We'll be taking a look at the updated top 25. And then, of course, previewing this matchup we have here in Week 4. And then diving into the game. And then we'll have recruiting at the end of the episode. Just like always, I have video timestamps for you all in the video description. So feel free to go ahead and jump wherever you all want to. And if you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel and really helps these videos. Subscribe for more. There is plenty more sports game content here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. So starting with the top stories here for Week 4. A big rivalry matchup between Washington and Oregon is taking place this week. But this second top story is massive. Another big upset this season. Buffalo took down Penn State in Penn State. That is an insane victory, an insane upset, and Penn State falls in the top 25. That is a massive, massive loss. I mean, you think this Kentucky Wildcats team almost experienced that in week number 1. So, hey, it happens. You got to come ready to play each and every day in college football. If you do not, you are in trouble, and there is a big upset. Now, another huge loss. Kansas State was the favorite, got taken down by Tulane on their home turf, 28-19. So huge upset there as well. A lot of upsets have happened already this season. I feel like this is going to be one of those years where the college football playoff is going to look so much different than the way it looked in the first 2 years in this dynasty. And here's your look at the updated top 25 here for Week 4. Georgia number 1, Michigan number 2, Kentucky, Alabama, Texas A&M, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, LSU, Oregon, Clemson, Notre Dame, Washington, Arizona, North Carolina, Texas Tech at 15, Penn State, Illinois, Virginia, Florida, Kansas State, Kansas, Nebraska, dropping to 22nd after the loss to us last week. Then you have Liberty, number 23, Boston College, and the last team to make the top 25 rankings is Florida State. So yeah, after Nebraska dropped to Kentucky last week, they really fell on the top 25, but they are still hanging on there with the 2-2 record. Now, we do not have our first commit of this Year 3 recruiting class yet, but in case you all do not watch the recruiting at the end of the episodes, I have to show you all this generational talent receiver we have. 5-star Jim, Dan Honeycutt, 6'4", 194 pounds with 99 speed. This is a generational talent wide receiver. We combine this wide receiver with our 5-star Jim quarterback, who's had a great season to start his freshman year here for the Kentucky Wildcats. These two should dominate, and don't look past the ability that's platinum takeoff. Yes, platinum takeoff ability. If Dan Honeycutt is in a press, nobody will be able to guard him. That's not the only generational talent receiver we have. We also have 6'6" Guerrero here, a physical receiver, 6'6", 217 pounds with 97 jumping and 94 speed. But the best part of this player is not only their height, but also they have the 50-50 ability and sure hands, which are two of the best perks for wide receivers, along with takeoff. Now, he does not have takeoff, but Dan Honeycutt does. This receiving core next year, even though we already have a lot of talented young receivers, these are probably going to be instant starters on this team. So just wanted to update you all on this recruiting class. Some exciting recruits here on the board. So many 5-star gems and a whole lot of 5-star talent. This is going to be an exciting class. Now it's time to take a look at this week 4 matchup between South Alabama, who's sitting 2-1 on the year, coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against the number 3 ranked team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats here in Lexington, Kentucky. We're sitting 2-0 on the season. We take a look at these two teams by the overall numbers. Kentucky, 88 overall, 87 offense, 90 defense. On the other side, you have a South Alabama team who is 80 overall across the board. What's important to keep in mind, they are actually better overall than the Akron team that we faced in week 1. So we got to make sure we don't let South Alabama do what that Akron team did in week 1. We have to play smart, focused football, not turn over the football, and we need to crush South Alabama. This game should not even be close. So let's go ahead and dive on in and protect our home turf against the South Alabama Jaguars. Now, as far as uniforms, I think what I'm feeling today, I think I'm feeling the gray jersey and blue pants. I think that's going to look really good here for this home game. Jerseys that we have not worn very much in this Dynasty series. Let's see what our opponent is wearing. So they're wearing white and red. That actually should work out perfect. So let's go ahead, dive on in. Week number 4, our last game before we start SEC conference play. Let's do this, everybody.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
That never gets old. Big Blue Nation fired up. Let's play some football.
Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game.
We are UK. I want to hear on UFK all day.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's
Gio Lopez is their superstar player today.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes
I'm going to put the blitz on him.
And Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Lopez to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
That's a great read by the quarterback. Good play. Okay.
First down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They think they can impose their will here with the run.
Come on, team. We got no pressure. That South Alabama offensive front is dominating so far.
Jaguars want to move quickly.
Gonna switch him up. Switch it up to man. See if it throws him off a bit. Looks like an audible.
He's gonna pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got his man downfield.
I mean, secondary is our big weakness, right? You saw it right there. Are you kidding me? He got beat by a mile.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That's great coverage.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
Not great outside contain from Robinson there.
To avoid the hit. This crowd, full throat, splitting the ear.
And Godfrey is not our starting outside linebacker. Remember, he was switched. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with our roster.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4.
I think, okay, let's go 4-3.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks
4-3 Tampa 2.
Broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down.
There's
the field.
Fearbury is our starting outside linebacker.
Just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Get through. Way to play. That's how you come up and make a play. Come on.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense
I was right there. I hit the hit stick button. Clearly, he just ran right through the linebacker there like it was nothing. Look. I'm about 90% sure I hit the tackle button there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the
I guess the
drive
10% wins out on that one. I was right there. I read that beautifully.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Our team historically struggles the first defensive drive of the game, and then we usually lock it in. It's so strange, but it's what this team has done even all last year, being the #1 defense.
First opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win.
Good try, Drayton. Tried to juke him out.
A useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
This should be wide open.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
I feel like number 76, instead of double teaming, has to get down to the second level and make a block.
You know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting
Let's run the Ryan Gamer slot corner.
You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Quickly
Did they call holding?
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Our right guard.
The ultimate drive killer.
Okay, that's the transfer, right? Yeah, I believe that is the transfer. About 90% sure that is our transfer.
Here on 3rd down.
Wait, this is a touchdown.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
Why is... I think the depth chart got changed with the most recent update. I think some of the depth chart got actually changed because Brown Stevens was on the outside there, and it needs to be the other way around. So Dugan's 1, Brown Stevens. So never mind. It's set the way I had it, and the slot receiver should be Brown Stevens. Yeah, is that usually how that formation is with our slot on the outside there? That's interesting.
It's denying.
I mean, it almost worked. We're going for it.
The things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
I'm looking for the tight end. This is our play.
They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is
beautiful.
So well done.
Quickly out to the tight end. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense.
That is all Dre in there. Getting outside off the block, reading the block to perfection, and great blocking from the wide receivers there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now.
I'm going play action.
He's the kind of running
Our
back
quarterback can do it.
as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing
that's what I get for beaming it in there, right?
Gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
I mean, I thought it was open, clearly. Clearly, I was wrong. He had a little bit of space. My problem was the input. It needed to be lobbed, and I beamed it in there, and
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Jesse,
wake up, team.
The field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
He's a freshman. He's gonna throw some interceptions, right? Shake it off.
Defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive.
That's all the coverage, not my coverage. I read the run. The rest of the coverage.
I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own
put the
zone.
blitz on him right now.
Space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense
way to make a
ready,
play.
down,
Kendricks, Kyle Kendricks, the recruit we got in year 1 from Lexington, Kentucky, the redshirt freshman.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the back. Wow,
that's what our defense does. A tough first drive and then dominates. Our defense, first drive of the game, just, I don't know, doesn't show up.
His first work of the afternoon. So from his own
maybe that's on me for play calling. Maybe it's a combination. I don't know.
It's White. Oh, what a spin.
Brandon White using that platinum shifty ability. Okay, we're scoring. Look, I'm trusting the freshman quarterback.
That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
You got to show them confidence.
If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe.
Throws toward the end zone.
Yes!
And he's got
come on!
Touchdown, Wildcats!
And a really nice job understanding.
Brown Stevens! I turned into him, came back for the football.
QB lays it out for him.
What a throw, though.
2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
We do that same throw against South Carolina next week or Alabama the next week. It's picked off. Watch me turn into him and come back for the football. Make an aggressive catch. Put myself in position. I'm learning on Heisman. You have to do that a lot more because your wide receivers do not come back to the football. You have to turn into them to do that. And I've learned that the hard way, right? Because if you don't turn into him, he's not going to make a play on that football. That is a great play call, honestly. In my opinion, it's a good play call. It's dangerous. It's one-on-one coverage. Nobody else can make a play on this football. It's just a quarterback trusting his receiver, throwing it a little beam pass, a bullet pass there. And good thing this is not a high-level defensive back secondary right here on South Alabama. So I turned into him and was able to come back, turn around, and get back to the football. If I don't do that, 24 is going to intercept that all day. Because what the AI does, if you don't turn into him, Brown Stevens is going to stop right there. If I don't turn into him, right there. He's just going to stop. He's not going to make a play on the football. But I know to turn into him and actually come back and make a play on the football. Incredible play. Easy touchdown. You love to see it. I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, and we're going to win this ball game. We needed that big time. You know, I did tell you all I was going to be much more aggressive throwing the football this year with the 5-star jump quarterback, right? So you could already see that. It led to an interception on the first drive. It led to a touchdown there. If I don't turn into Brown Stevens there, that's not a touchdown, though. So I made a good play turning into him and getting back for the football. But hey, we're playing aggressive this year. We're still going to run, don't get me wrong. But Stephen Bullock came to this team to throw, and that's what we're going to do, right? This is going to be a fun year, I'm telling you. We may throw a lot of interceptions, but it's going to be fun.
Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something
So they've struggled with match coverage. I'm not going to blitz them. I'm going to keep showing a cover 2, cover 3 match. We're going to stay here until they beat it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back has it.
You know, do we just need to keep Godfrey in as the sub linebacker because he is dominating?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another.
That's what we do.
Able to get home with the sack.
Come on.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down.
Watch the converted senior, everybody. This is the converted senior. This is the converted center. This was the athlete that there was a glitch in the Dynasty when we were in the offseason of year 1 where you couldn't change positions. So this player, we could not change position. He was a center. Watch him when he's playing the end position here. Watch him go. Just bust through the offensive line and then just drills the quarterback. That is a big-time hit from the converted center to end. Like, how do you block that? Just a beautiful read, and he just crushed that quarterback. Okay, Matthew Horn has been a game changer already this season. I'm keeping with the match coverage right on. Probably should run a cover 4 here, but I'm not.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the way out.
Get out of here, QB. I was just hoping he was going to throw that.
He hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and 1
What a read.
situation. You got to push the football.
You know,
the defense is expecting it. So
Godfrey, you're back in the lineup. You know, we had him out of the lineup first 2 weeks. He was our superstar last year. Remember, I controlled him most of the season and had some big-time interceptions. He's got 99 jumping and great catching ability. So we're going to watch this back because Godfrey is probably going to be in the starting lineup from here on out in the nickel formation because this is when he dominates. I baited the quarterback into throwing this by kind of coming up right here. I was trying to bait him into throwing it, but actually I just played pretty good coverage. In my mind, I was trying to like cut up the field to make the quarterback think that I was leaving the right side open, but I didn't really do that. To be fair, it does look like I'm coming inside. So I kind of did bait him into throwing it, but I just read that beautifully and then cut back when I needed to. So the quarterbacks, I think what the quarterback saw is me coming in right there. So I was trying to bait by running straight up the field here. I should have just stopped there. That could have baited him into it. But coming in, I think baited the quarterback in to say, okay, the outside's going to be open. But as soon as he throws it, I cut over and just intercept the football. That was a great read, a great play. And I play so much better with Godfrey. When he's in the lineup, I make some big-time defensive plays. Let's go. Kentucky defense, everybody. That's what we do.
They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The toss to the outside.
Should have ran that to the left, but
tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, let's let it drop. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. It'll be the second quarter next.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout.
That's a great interception. That's so satisfying. When you read it perfect and you kind of bait the quarterback into throwing it. I think the quarterback thought I was going in and just going straight up the field. He didn't think that Godfrey could read that. But I knew what he was doing. Slip screen.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw.
You got to block for at least a second, team.
And he was
Let's
just
go,
a
Drayton.
couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
You know, technically our quarterback has not thrown an incompletion. He's 4 for 5, but if you count the interception as a completion, every single pass has been completed.
To the ground with the back.
Wow, the blitz did not read that. I cut out. If they read the running back there, they're going to crush me.
Run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
I'm looking at Agadosi and then Brown Stevens.
Getting it into the end zone. Looking to the big
The
tight end.
freshman!
Makes the
He
grab.
did a secure catch.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be
Sanders,
first and goal for
I
his
love you
offense.
securing the football, but I really want you to not.
Cover this guy. Honestly,
Wait,
he
that
could be
still
a
was
problem
almost a
for this
touchdown.
defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Is that worth a challenge? No, I don't think it is. I think we just run it in.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
Full-on blitz. I still think the run's open. With our line, all day, every day. On UMK.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
The best
Let's
running backs
go.
are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
I mean, that was all the offensive line. You know, Drayton just had to walk into the end zone. Offensive front is playing in exceptional blocking here for running and passing right now. I mean, that's South Alabama. I'm not going to say anything. I'm stopping that sentence right there. I'm not saying anything about any of their defensive line, offensive line. South Alabama is the
Lining up
best
to
team in
tack
the
one
league.
more onto that lead.
Only compliments. They're the best team in the league. They're the best team in the
And
Sun Belt.
PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
We got to get better at that first defensive drive. I don't know if I just need
He
to.
thought about bringing that out for a half second. But
I
he'll take
I
a
feel
knee
like
and
I
bring it
blitz.
to the
I feel like I
25.
don't need to blitz with our team
The
this year.
Jaguars
I'm
offense
serious.
ready to go back to work.
I don't think we need to
After that
blitz. I
last
think we
kick,
show a
David,
cover
they
two
really
and run
need to take care of
a
the
match
ball this
coverage.
time.
No doubt.
And we
Hey, Tom,
dominate.
I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Come on,
You got to
team.
go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
That's good play call.
And the Jaguars come to the line in the hurry up.
You know, QBs
Good read
wanna
by
make
the
those
quarterback
big
to tuck
plays.
that ball.
They want to put up the big stats, but
I mean, he
when
faked
nothing's
us all
there,
out.
Sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
I mean, he
and don't
faked
take a
out
big
Matthew
hit.
Horn big time.
This
You see number
quarterback is so
63
dangerous,
cut
and it
in.
looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like
I'm
they
going to
were
keep to
ready
cover
for
3
him to
match
keep the
until they
football, but
learn how
that
to
quarterback is
throw
just
on it.
too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss, then go get the first.
Caught in the
Good
backfield.
play.
It's
Come on.
Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Oh, this is interesting. Are they running a screen? What are they doing? Okay.
Now the play fake. Unleashes it.
That's a great
Got it
play
in the
call.
middle, it's
Okay,
Malone.
I like that play call a
And he
lot.
was off to the races.
Let's switch it
Finally
up.
tripped
Now
up
let's
at the
actually
36.
show a 2 and run
The
a 2.
Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down.
Way to play.
And the quarterback will be
Matthew
slowed down back at the
Horn.
43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside.
This
of
is
the
a
top
4-star
100 in the
gem, I
country
believe, we
in
recruited
sacks
in
per
year
game,
1.
but finally now,
Wow.
you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on
Sticking
the
with
game
the
so
cover
far.
3 match, showing cover
This
2.
pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again.
Good screen.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have
3rd and
much
12,
room to
ball
run,
on the
and not a whole
38.
lot of help.
I'm looking
Short gain
at
there, and
the
still
same
plenty of
play.
ground to cover for the first down.
I'm going to guard to the left here. Godfrey must be tired.
Lopez wants to fire.
Another
He's got the
screen.
screen set up. And he
Somebody
runs
just got
through
ran
one
over
tackle
there.
and picks up a few.
They're going
Man,
for
oh,
it.
man, did he take a shot? You don't want many
Okay,
shots like that.
don't let them fake you out here. They're running a. Okay, I know exactly what they're doing. They're going to try to run it with the quarterback.
Like that too many times.
Matthew Horn is going to be running a spy. They may do a quick screen.
They'll go for it.
But I would run for the quarterback here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Steps away. Trying to make
Yes,
magic
put
on
the quarterback spy. Matthew Horn does it again. Are you kidding me?
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
I knew it. I knew what they were looking for. They were looking for the short route here. So I believe the initial route was the route we guarded right here. So I think they were looking at the tight end, number 81 there. But I was wanting him to throw that. We would have picked that off and sent that to the house. I put Matthew Horn in a hot route to do a quarterback spy because he's been dominating. So we both read this. Nobody's open. I do think he had a little bit of space there to throw it to 88, but also 35 could have jumped up and made a play on the football. So smart not to throw that. But yeah, great play by... Actually, it gave the tackle to Matthew Horn. Godfrey actually was the first one there. We made that play, but Matthew Horn just absolutely came up, laid the hit stick down to keep the quarterback from getting that first down. Our defense is amazing. Like, now, can we do this against South Carolina and then against Alabama in Alabama? We will see.
Yeah,
But we're looking good.
Really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and
What is up with the blocking here? Somebody is messing up.
I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that's a really nice play.
They've got to get to the second level. Somebody has to block the middle linebacker there.
You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little quick.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
What happened there? I hit the throw button. Did y'all see that?
Have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I must have double tapped it
There is
accidentally.
little that warms
Did
the
I must have
heart
pump
of a
faked. I thought
defender
I
a
hit the
strip
throw
sack.
button.
Even
I don't know if I
better
double
you
tapped
get
it.
the ball.
And I like the
Oh,
awareness
no.
of this defender
I
on
bet
that
he
play
just
because
sensed
he knew
pressure
he
and
might
just
not
did
actually
not
get
throw
to the
it.
quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still
We've had that
swat
happen a
away,
lot.
use those long arms to
Yeah,
create the
I mean, I hit the throw button. I did not think I double tapped it. He just, he got crushed.
Just gonna keep it after the snap.
I waited too long to throw it. We had a couple open receivers. That's on me.
QB wants to run. He's gonna
Can't
be a
blame
big
Stephen
part of the
Bullock
game
for
plan.
that one, right?
The defense really understands that.
Come
I
on,
gotta understand.
defense.
And more importantly,
Get a pick,
when I get a
Godfrey.
lick on
That's
this
what he
guy,
does.
I gotta take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but
Good
end-of-the
play.
plays.
That's a
And I can be
great play by the
physical and
quarterback.
really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well.
Timeout.
for the fourth quarter game.
Referee
I don't like
signals
what
timeout.
we're in right now.
Defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just
Okay.
right with a big play.
I like a cover 3 match here. We could run a cover. I like cover 2 most of the time here, but our match coverage has been perfect, and I do not think they can handle it. Let's hot route Matthew Horn to be a spy.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Good spy, Matthew. Matthew Horn is dominating today.
And the quarterback
Wow.
he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first
He was
down mark.
redshirted
He
last
decided
year
to pass the
and
football, maybe
switched
wasn't there.
positions
Maybe
in the
scrambled a little bit too
offseason,
soon.
and what a
Usually when you
talent.
take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first
That
down
is
mark.
amazing. What an open field tackle. They're going for it. Wow, they changed their mind. Okay, so now we do a cover 3. We do a robber. We definitely do a robber.
They were unfazed by
Have
that
to.
earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They'll try it on the ground.
Yeah, right.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I thought he had him. They got it. That's a good play call. I had a tendency they were going to run it, but he did a good job. We busted up the inside. I thought our outside linebacker could have got up there and made the play quicker, but I was wrong. That's a good play call. Smart to go for that. You're facing the number 3 ranked team.
Lopez to pass. Moving out of the pocket.
Way to play. Their quarterback loves to run it.
2-yard line.
So we got to keep putting a spy. I'm going to put Robinson. He's a little bit faster.
Early in the downs, like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Way to play.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find
Our
a
red
way
zone
to draw
defense
a
is so
little
good, but it's 3rd and go on the 1-yard line right now. What are they going to do? Are they going to run it? If I'm them, I'm not. I'm probably doing a play action. No, they've got to run this. There's no way they don't run this.
3rd and goal. Pushes ahead.
Team.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown.
That's great blocking. That's really good blocking. We just got beat there.
Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted.
The South Alabama team can play.
And hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Their quarterback is doing a good job running the football. Their offensive line is getting a push when they need it. When it's 4th down, wow, they push. 4th and 3rd down. They dominate.
Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it.
I don't want
Not there in Lincoln.
Okay, 40 seconds left. Plenty of time to score.
In all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Steven is so good.
He's got
Like,
an open man.
this quarterback
A huge
is
gain on
unreal.
that one before he ran out
Yeah,
of
he's
bounds
fumbled a
at the
few
end
times.
for
He's
first
made some
down.
mistakes, but he's going to do
You
that.
just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a
He's
big
playing
play
great.
like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Should have hit the tight end a little bit sooner,
They
but a little
get
too
him down
late.
after he makes a catch. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe
Nobody
a chance
saw
to
that.
get off a couple more plays.
Nobody saw that. Don't you worry about the time, everybody.
And here comes the
Don't
offense
you
on
all
second
worry
down.
about the time. Everything's fine.
He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side.
What a kick!
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
This kid is unreal. A diving catch. What a throw. And what a catch. This is the tight end that we recruited year 1. We had to put him in the lineup. We were going to redshirt him in year 2. We put him in the lineup, I think, in week 2 or week 3. And he took off running. And that was a perfect... I turned into him, and it was a perfect time catch. But are you kidding me? That was fantastic. This kid is amazing. The future's bright. And how close was this to a touchdown? I called a timeout right away, too. That is amazing. That is the catch of the year. The catch of this dynasty, maybe. Like, look at this catch. I mean, Colton Sanders, everybody. Here's the question, though. 3 seconds left. Do we go for this? We have no timeouts left. We go for it. It's over.
One more snap.
Oh, that's
coming
wide
before
open.
halftime.
That's wide open. Is that the defense they're really going to run? That's all day, every day.
Run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more.
Colton Sanders made that drive. And the quarterback, of course.
That
But
is
wow.
exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And
Almost
with the
missed
extra
that.
point, the score is now 21-14. So here
That-
comes the
I'm
kickoff
just-
after
I'm
the
shocked.
touchdown, and the last
Let's
thing
just
you
flip
need
it.
right before the half is to give up a big return.
I'm just shocked right now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the
We are
third.
making some big-time
And the
plays.
returner will be brought down. That's going to wrap
What
up
a half.
the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
That catch by Sanders, and that throw was perfect too by the freshman quarterback. But Sanders went up there, dove for it, takes a shot, and catches the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the
We've
stop
got
at
such
the
great
19.
talent. What a find
Kentucky
Colton
has
Sanders
it back,
was,
and the
right?
Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll open the second half with a run.
Good play.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down.
Let's go to the power O, halfback toss.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football.
Patterson missed the block there. Why is Patterson in as a lead blocker there? We have to change that. Stack is good, but Patterson cannot do a lead block. We've got to put Rodriguez in there. You got to have a better lead blocker there. Not Patterson.
Didn't get much on first down. It's
I'm actually looking at Patterson here, but Agadosi might be open for a touchdown. With a little audible here to get the safety off of him.
He's looking to throw.
That's wide open.
Under heavy pressure.
He took a shot, but he got the job done.
And the tackle is made, but not before
That was all because of the hot route audible to get the safety off of him. And in that coverage, it was wide open. And the receiver made that play because the quarterback just kind of threw that ball up there. It was not a good throw. But he did take a
And
shot.
the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the
Okay,
left.
Rodriguez just blocked 2
And the
defenders
defense
there.
finally makes the stop.
That's
after
why we
the
put him in.
sweet Run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
This might be a touchdown.
From the red zone, looking for a man.
Let's go!
Touchdown,
This team
Kentucky!
is going to be unstoppable. Remember I said that once we get into Southeastern Conference play, but this team is amazing.
If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Anthony Brown-Stevens scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. That is how many touchdown passes? 2? And 2 rushing touchdowns?
They'll
This
try to add
quarterback
another to
is
their lead.
unreal. A true freshman is out
And the
here
extra point is
dominating.
good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
We knew we
And they
found a
finish
generational
by firing one
talent.
in from the
We knew it.
13 for the score.
Generational
And
talent
no
here at
chance
quarterback
a
for
return.
Lexington,
Here they'll start
Kentucky.
this drive at their own
Lexington,
25.
Kentucky has been searching for that
Now we'll have another
generational
look
talent
this
at
South
quarterback
Alabama offense.
since Tim
Now
Couch.
we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't
And
be
we
afraid
found
to
that
dial up
generational
plays that
talent.
You've already had success with running it and throwing it. It's okay.
Wow,
to
Tim
repeat
Couch.
plays down 14
What a
at this
quarterback.
point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen. on
Got
the
over
side.
there, made a good play to stop
And
the
good
screen there.
coverage by the defense
And
just
now
before
what are they
game.
going to do? Let's
The
man up.
Jaguars headed quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got
We
rid
had
of it.
2 defenders
Close to the
over there,
marker,
and
it's
none of them
Malone.
jumped up on that
Well,
football.
not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
That is going to be a weakness of that coverage, right?
Is good enough to give them a first down. And the Jaguars have this offense rolling.
Come on, team.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot
Way
in the
to
ground,
make a
get some
play there.
separation, catch
Was
it,
that
and turn
Smith?
upfield.
I believe that was Smith who made that
And
play.
they're able to shove him to the turf.
Soles
They stop him
Jr.
for a
must be
short
tired
gain.
right now. He's out.
The give to the tailback.
Smith, what were you doing on that one? That's when we need Soles Jr. in there. We need Soles Jr. on the right, Godfrey on the left. Smith misread that by a mile. What is happening?
They're working that left
Or
side.
for some reason, our cornerback was all the way over there and tried to get all the way back over in position
It's tough on
and
the
left that
defense there.
side
Third
wide
down,
open.
you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball.
Okay,
but
we
he just
have
got it out
to-
of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too
They're
accurate.
hurry
Really
up.
nothing you can do
We can't
there.
call a
It's now
timeout.
a
It's
fresh
too
set of
risky.
downs.
20. I mean,
Just on the
we
edge
may
of the
need
red
that
zone.
later if they
First
make a
and 10 from the
comeback.
21.
But we need Soles Jr. in there.
Looking to move it through the air. Setting up the screen.
And they're taking advantage of this mismatch right now. Look, just keeping the hurry up going. That's such a smart play. That's just great play calling right now. Great tempo. They see the mismatch.
Quarterback keeps it. They finally get him on the ground with a
defense. That was embarrassing to allow that. You got to wake up. Like,
this defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll try to get it in with the run.
that is incredible blocking on the edge. South Alabama is looking like Alabama right now.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith.
That offensive line is dominating.
If they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here's the thing. They caught us without our superstar linebacker. And our linebacker would have busted up those plays. But you have to make a decision. Do you call a timeout? Get the right personnel in? You let them keep doing the hurry up. Here's the thing. If we call a timeout, if we need that timeout at the end of the game, that's a big deal. So I like to save 3 timeouts to the end. I understand some coaches would use it there. I like to save timeouts for the end of the game because you need them a lot of the time. And yeah, you could argue, well, if you call a timeout, they might not score if Soles Jr. gets back in there. Yeah, it's true. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's you got to make your decision and stick with it, right?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
We fall apart without Soles Jr. in there, don't we? I mean, our defense looks like a completely different unit without our superstar. Good run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he
are y'all thinking what I'm thinking?
With a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Just had to throw it away.
Rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
Not the most accurate throw, but it got the job done.
Nothing open, live to fight another down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on.
Okay, with Rodriguez on the outside there and Tremaine stacked,
across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down.
We might be able to run this formation all day.
Giving his quarterback a place to go with it
against South Alabama.
Being on the same page though.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job.
Every time I say something, did you all see Rodriguez just refuse to block the defender right in front of him, the middle linebacker? You can't make this stuff up.
Second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be in.
Got to trust Sanders to make that catch. He made that diving catch, but misses that one, right?
If you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Good try. Okay, we got to take the field goal. Just had no time. They sent the house. Nobody was open quick enough. Just had to try to get that in there to Brown Stevens, and it's going to be a field goal.
Field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Good kick.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory.
You want a touchdown there, right? Because they can get right back into this game with the touchdown right away.
A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
We need Soles Jr. back in.
Sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15
and he's back.
Like
okay. They got 2 receivers set. I'm running a nickel.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
With Soles Jr. in, we can stop the run even in nickel. Like, it's not a huge deal.
Looking for space.
Look, first play back. Huge tackle. Welcome back.
The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
I'm telling you, he's a superstar. Like, when he's in the game, good things happen.
Rides to the
Get out of here.
And they try to run inside.
No!
There is nowhere to go.
The hometown hero
How
just
about
got hurt.
the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found
Brett Godfrey has proven today he deserves to be in that starting lineup, right? Would you all agree? An interception, some big-time tackles, some great coverage.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense
He needs to be in there.
Into a third
Come on,
down
team.
conversion and then try to turn it into some scores and fast.
I put a QB spy. Yeah. Welcome to Matthew Horn's world. Lopez. Leg cramps always fine. Welcome to Matthew Horn's world, Gio Lopez. You're not getting outside Matthew Horn.
They've been game planning all week for some things you haven't seen on film yet.
I knew they were going to look to run, so I put the hot route QB spy.
Trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Godfrey, Matthew Horn, Soles Jr. Absolute domination from those three superstars today. Like, without them, it's a much different ball game.
We'll send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Oh, this could be a touchdown. I was trying to get around. Instead, we lose yards. Okay. Let's run the football.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field.
I mean, we just got to run out the clock.
A little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about
Willie Rodriguez, I regret putting you in that position because you cannot lead block. What are you doing?
Just got to be more physical at the point of attack.
What in the world are you doing out there? Like,
running team in this game to win.
After getting knocked back to open this
let's try
drive,
Anderson.
2nd and 12. They'll run the toss.
That's a lot better. You see how I ran inside to get the blocker? Beautiful.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Drayton is just taking advantage of his limited opportunities, not getting a lot. I'm going to throw it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football.
This could be a touchdown to Dugans if they bite.
Which runs work the best?
They did not bite.
What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
No,
that's what I get.
On that one as he got
that's what I get.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long
I mean, do you all think that the slot is open for a touchdown here, Dugans? Depending on what the safety does, right? I believe he is.
On 3rd down,
yep.
He'll try to pick it up through the air.
Not a touchdown, but what a catch and what a throw.
But he's got enough to give them a
quarterback kind of underthrew him a bit, though, to be honest.
Keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
Let's give it to Drayton.
Might say late in the game, you got the win.
What a cut! The sophomore!
And they take it in for 6 more points.
On U of K, baby.
Score on the board as they try to push
This team is amazing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense.
Now, South Carolina at home, or is that in South Carolina in week 5? I can't remember. I want to say it's at home, and then Alabama is the first away game. I hope South Carolina is at home. Please be at home, right? This team came ready to play, though. Like, yeah, we've allowed 21 points, but credit to that South Alabama offensive line. I mean, their quarterback is also 13 for 14 as well. Like, credit to that offensive line because they've done a good job. And our secondary is a big weakness for us, so I think any team can throw on us.
Predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
When your linebackers are your players making the big-time plays in the secondary, you know you're in trouble. Now, to be fair, our cornerback, Nichols has been amazing this year. He's that platinum interception ability. So, like, we have to give him credit. He has not had an interception today, but he had a great start. in games 1 and 2.
For this offense to claw their way back in this one.
But here in game 3, I don't, or our third game of the year, I don't think Nichols has made a play today.
Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something.
Which you could say is because he's had good coverage, maybe.
Making something out of nothing.
Good tackle.
To turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
We had the most success with the cover 3 match.
They'll give it to the back.
I was holding. Okay, he definitely held Godfrey there, but
he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Jaguars
we're up 38-21. We can't really be too mad at the refs not calling that.
You're down. It's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Number 20 has to make a play. Is that Nichols?
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Or no, I think Nichols is 21. I don't think that is. He didn't even make a play on the football.
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive.
I feel like he could have.
He's looking for every opportunity to show off.
That's a perfect ball. Wow.
All of us right there.
Which cornerback was that on there? Let's see. Is that the freshman? That might have been the freshman, actually. Who's number 20? Because I believe 21 is Nichols, right? This might be the no, never 20. 20 is Nichols. He has the platinum interception ability. He just never made a play on the football. Maybe I should have turned into him there. He got switched. He thought Soles Jr. was guarding. He kind of cut in, tried to cut out. It was a little bit too late. A tough coverage there. And could he have made a play on the football? That's the question. I think he could have at least tried to knock that down. He didn't even try. On Heisman, I find that if you don't turn into him, they usually don't make plays on the football. So I should have known to turn into him. Now, could he have made that play? I don't know. That was a perfectly thrown football. But I feel like if I turned into him, I could have made a better play there. But you never know. Maybe not. Maybe I have too much confidence in my coverage.
On to attempt the try.
But hey, Nichols has had a great year. We can't be too upset at him. He's done a good job.
And the PAT
Today,
will draw them
that's his first misplay, really.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive.
He's had 3 interceptions on the year.
Comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
Run the football team.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
We don't need any more points. We've scored 38.
Power football.
Just win the game.
Got room at the 35.
Let's go, Drayton.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup.
Drayton is having a Heisman Day performance.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles.
Oh, he's gone.
Over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's
Stay in
why
bounds.
they have a nice lead here late.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Just let the time run out.
With his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Now Patterson is in. Drayton is dominating today. Almost 200 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. He's playing great football. Oh, what a block.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this?
We have such a good team. Such good offensive line. Such good running backs.
They'll go to the toss.
Okay, Anderson has been the secret there on the outside. He's done a good job blocking. Let's do fullback run.
And this is a
Let's get Tremaine Stack involved.
Situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their
Amazing.
side of the field. Nice game.
South. Now I can say it. That South Alabama defensive line is the weakest part of their team. So that's where we win this game, and that's where we have won this game. Honestly, that's what I was trying not to say earlier, because whenever I say it, they turn into the best team ever. So I didn't say it, but
quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
What a hit. I want to get the quarterback another touchdown.
Works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
So what's the best play to give our quarterback a touchdown? Did we run the play that we ran a lot last year for a touchdown? This one, the Mountain PA return.
They've moved it forward.
And we're looking at Dugans or Agadosi.
Motion from the offense. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure.
Steven Bullock does it again.
Kentucky. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get
amazing. This team is unreal.
They got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead.
He's much faster than his 81 speed, right? He's got good acceleration. He can just go when he wants to. And I know I could have thrown a touchdown pass there, but the run was much more open. And the throw could have been an interception. And you all know I throw a lot of picks in the red zone. So when we have a chance to run it, we run it.
Lining up.
This is a national championship team if I've ever seen one. This team is better than last year. And we won the national championship 2 years in a row. Let's make it 3. This is a 3-peat team.
Cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And I know it's South Alabama. I know some of you are saying, well, Ryan, it's South Alabama. I know. It's kind of concerning. They put up 28 points against us. I'll admit that. But we know, listen, we know our secondary is a struggle. And we know teams are going to put up a lot of points against our defense. They are. They are. Like, it's as simple as that. We know that they're going to score a lot on us teams in general.
At this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle?
Now, let's just run a dime. Let's just run a cover 4.
Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game.
Yeah, let's just run a cover 4.
They'll spread the defense
play over top. Give cushion.
2nd and 10.
Let's get another interception.
Lopez wants to fire. They're trying to
he wanted to throw it to the middle there, and he changed his mind. It's a good thing he did for him because it would have been an interception for a touchdown. I wish he would have thrown it, but
in the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires on the move.
I cannot believe that was not beyond the line of scrimmage.
To knock it away.
Well, the defense really
Am I crazy to put the blitz on him right now?
Slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups.
Yeah,
they
that's
were
a
going to
little
have
bit
to win
crazy.
one-on-one. They've been able to do
So
that
crazy it just might work.
They haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this
We're
game.
going to put Matthew Horn on him.
By multiple possessions.
I wanted Godfrey in here. That's the reason I put Godfrey in.
They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll get rid of it.
I saw that. That's on me.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
That's Godfrey's dream right there, to have the potential to make that play.
Coming after it. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
There's nobody open.
Just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Now let's go cover 3. This has been Godfrey shines. Oh, I didn't have time to put a spy on him. Oh, it's a good thing it's a quick throw.
He's brought down solid.
Let's not let them score again.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Defensive line did a great job getting pressure early on in this game. That
makes the grab into the end zone.
Soles Jr. never turned around. I tried to turn into him and pick it, but he never turned around. He couldn't. He didn't make a play. How did this happen? How did this happen? I can't believe the quarterback threw that. He's looking right back at the football, and then he never makes a play. Then I turn into him and hit Y, and how does that go over our head? That's embarrassing. I saw that he was not going to make a play, so I turned into him, and I hit Y. I guess I was too late turning into him. I don't know.
Down multiple possessions this late
I just don't know.
It would take a miracle, but nice
I
job
cannot
by
believe
this
we didn't pick
offense.
that.
Continue to fight, push the ball down the field.
And he's good at zone coverage. He's good at covering. We've allowed 45 points to South. Oh, what am I doing? I knew they were going to onside kick there.
They'll try the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Please get this ball
They're
back.
Definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside
Good catch.
kick. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short
Just
catch.
run the ball. Oh, can we nail it? Yeah, we can.
Team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and
They got one timeout. They might use it. They might not. No, game's over, everybody. 45-35. Well, closer than we wanted it.
And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So defense has to play better against South Carolina next week. Now, our defense had some great moments, right? We did have some great moments, but our secondary is definitely a struggle, even though we had some big plays. Wow, that quarterback here for South Alabama, Gio Lopez, threw all over our team, really. I mean, we had that one interception by Godfrey, but other than that, our team really struggled. Now, our offense did not struggle. 45 points on an 80 overall defense. Like, that's not a bad defense there at South Alabama. They're nothing spectacular, right? It's not like what we're going to face against South Carolina next week and then Alabama in Alabama, but they were a good defense, and we put up 45 points. That's 14 points scored in the second, 10 in the third, and then 14 points in the fourth quarter. Trayvon Drayton dominated today. I mean, our running game was phenomenal. We had 465 total offense against 363 there, South Alabama. South Alabama ran for 121 yards, 3 touchdowns. We ran for 210, 4 touchdowns. Drayton had 3, and then our quarterback had 1 run for a touchdown. 255 passing yards for Bullock there. Stephen Bullock had a good game. He did turn over the ball twice, a lost fumble and then an interception, but he's a freshman. That's going to happen. It's all right. But look at the quarterback rating, 223, 12 completions on 17 attempts, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Yeah, interception shouldn't have happened. That was that play action. I should never have thrown that in the first place, but he played great. Some of the throws he made were phenomenal. That one to Sanders at the end of the half and that catch by Sanders is one we're never going to forget, right? That was unreal. And then our running back dominated. 21 rushing attempts. That's a great number of attempts for a running back. 196 yards and 3 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? The sophomore from Pickerington, Ohio is dominating this year. Colton Sanders, this kid is unreal. He doesn't score a lot of touchdowns, but he makes some huge catches for this team. Had 5 today, and the biggest one was that one right before the half. Called a timeout with 2 seconds left, or I guess maybe 5 seconds left, whatever it was, and then ran it for a touchdown when we maybe should have kicked the field goal, but we scored, and that's what matters, right? And then Brown Stevens played great, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, spread the ball around good. Here's the thing. We didn't throw too much. We didn't really have the ball. We scored too much, I guess. We had big plays, but yeah, interesting enough, despite having a good passing game, not a lot of receptions there, right? 12 throws. It felt like we threw a lot more than that. Now, defensively, Matthew Horn had a huge game. 2 sacks for the converted center. He was an athlete recruit. Converted center to left end, and he is dominating this year. Gadsden had a sack as well. Godfrey had the lone interception and had 10 tackles. He's a game changer. We have to keep him in the lineup. Godfrey's not going anywhere. He is going to be in the nickel formation. He will be the linebacker. You better believe it. He's got to be. I don't see how you put anybody else in the lineup when he's in. Now, he makes plays, and he also is good at stopping the run, but our secondary has to do a little bit better. We know our highest overall cornerback is 80. It's going to be tough. So I'm going to pause the video, take a couple screenshots, and then we got recruiting next, and then taking a look at the road ahead. I have to show this play again right before the half. This great catch from Sanders. It's a great throw, too, from the freshman quarterback. But watch the sophomore tight end here. This is such a good play. What a route, a quick route. And then Sanders goes up and just attacks that ball. Like, this might go down as the play of the year. That's unreal. And not only to, like, catch that, taking a shot, but also staying in bounds, right? That is an incredible catch from the young tight end. We still have Sanders for 2 more years, right? Unless he goes pro this year. That would actually be really sad. I never thought about that. That could happen, but I don't think his overall is high enough to do that. But you never know. Anything can happen. I hope he doesn't go pro. That'd be so sad. Well, he wasn't redshirted, right? He's a sophomore this year. Never mind, he can't go pro. But he could go pro next year. That's right, he's a sophomore. So don't worry. He can't leave yet. He's got, well, I guess he could leave in the transfer. Why would he want to transfer, though? He's a big part of this offense. It's time for recruiting, though. What a win. We needed that win. You know, you can't lose that matchup, right? You can't lose to South Alabama. That would have crushed this team. But generational talent here. Dan Honeycutt is almost to his top 3. We are leading the way. Ohio State in second. We're already hard selling. There's really nothing else we need to do here. We are leading the way, and we're going to lock them in. 99 speed, 96 acceleration with platinum takeoff and shifty. He might be the best offensive player next year. We may not run a play. We may just line up, run a streak every single time to Dan Honeycutt and just throw it up to him. Maybe not throw it up to him. We'll see if he has it. And then on the other side, we'll have Guerrero. Guerrero will be on the other side, and this is the one we throw up to because he has 50-50 and sure hands. So likely he's going to come down with the football. So the dynamic duo, if we can get both of these recruits, it's going to be unreal. Okay, so we don't have to change anything there. We're winning the battle. And then we got Andres Robledo, a 5-star gem cornerback from Beaumont, Texas. 6'2", 204 pounds. This is the 99 speed 5-star gem cornerback, and we need him. Wow, do we? I'm really worried about playing against Alabama, right? I'm worried about South Carolina, but Alabama with our secondary, it could be interesting. That South Alabama quarterback, what did he only throw? Like 4 incompletions the entire game. We don't have to change anything. We're already hard selling. We're doing good there. And then we got Jose Poe, another 5-star gem player, a left tackle pass protector from Glendale, Arizona. And we are winning right now. We are leading the way. Georgia does have a visit. That's not till week 13. Texas has a visit in week 5. It's in their pipeline. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. Well, actually, I am. I mean, nothing we can do about it. We can't schedule a visit right now anyways, and it wouldn't be soon enough. So, yeah, okay, Texas. I still think since we're leading the way, I don't know. It depends on how good the visit goes at Texas in week 5. Oh, no. We really need Poe to make his decision before that visit to Texas. Or we just hope that Texas loses. Because if Texas loses during that visit, it's fine. We may have to take a look at who they play in week 5. We know we play South Carolina. But yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, and then Elijah Schooler. Right in, 5-star gem, power rusher with great stats across the board, and Gold Road Dog is going to be huge. Michigan is starting to gain some traction here. Can we hard sell? We probably can, right? Let's take a look. There's only 2 interests that we don't know yet. There's only 2 that we don't know. So let's take a look. And aren't we swaying somebody? It could be coach's favorite. That's all it can be, right? Got to include coach prestige and proximity to home. I believe it's only coach's favorite, right? Unless I'm missing it. I don't want to mess this up, right? It's got to be coach's favorite. Let's go through these again just to make sure. I have done this before and thought I knew it. Yeah, it's got to be coach's favorite. I don't see another one that includes coach prestige and proximity to home. So coach's favorite it is. We're just going to do it. I know it's not the greatest sell. It really is not. You can have a lot better hard sells, but I still think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, we're going to max out hours. Then we got Quentin Bartley, a 5-star Gym defensive tackle, where Alabama is using their pipeline to their advantage, and they might have started to hard sell already. We have a perfect hard sell now, though. We have it unlocked. Okay, we're going to get a lot of influence here. Now, Alabama hard sell for championship contender, conference prestige, and pro potential is going to be the same conference prestige and the same pro potential and championship contender, right? So their hard sell is not going to be any better than ours, which is huge. Because conference prestige is the same, right? Now, SEC is not an A+ right now? I find that hard to believe. Let's actually take a look at that. How is the SEC not A+ right now? My school. Where's conference prestige? There it is. Okay, we do have an A+. Look. So we have an A+ there to the right, but it's not showing an A+. That makes no sense. Average member team prestige. The strength of the teams in the conference relative to the rest of the country. We're A+ there on the right, but it has us as an A. Something's glitched there. Something's glitched there, right? Because it's showing us it should be an A+ for all of the SEC teams. We are the only conference with an A+, but it's showing an A for a conference prestige. That's odd. And here's the receiver. We are well on our way to get. Keep in mind, Ryan Gamer, the head coach, his pipeline is Florida, right? So that's why we have a 3 pipeline there in Florida. And we're already hard selling. Don't need to change a thing. We're going to lock him in here soon. And then Jamal Carter, a 4-star Gym cornerback with 98 speed from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Love to see Kentucky players of high-level talent. He does have a visit scheduled with Louisville, but I'm not worried about it. Let's just hope Louisville loses that game, right? Marquez Kamara, where did Syracuse come from? Oh, I bet they could hard sell. Yeah, I bet they could hard sell, and of course they're spending more hours. Here's the thing. We need to free up some hours. If we don't get some recruits on the weekly advance, we're going to lose some. And one of them is probably going to be this free safety here. We have to have more hours, right? Because these 4-star gyms that we're spending a little bit of time with, we're hoping to lock in some of the other talent before it happens, right? And Ohio State, he's already going to make his decision before the week 9 visit. So I'm not too worried about their visit, but I am worried about them hard selling. So when you see them gain that much influence, you know that Syracuse is already hard selling because they haven't unlocked. We do not yet. We do not know all the interest. Now, we could hard sell this. We're soft selling. Now, I thought I was swaying somebody. Was I not? Didn't we sway somebody? Or am I making this up? I might be making this up. Did we already sway somebody? I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we can land at these two recruits, because if they hard sell again and they keep gaining that much influence, especially with Ohio State's pipeline boost and Syracuse is the pipeline advantage by 1 there, that's a big advantage. So we need to start spending some more hours on these. We can almost hard sell or soft sell here. Just don't have the right interest yet. Yeah, we need to lock in a recruit next week. We need to. Because if we do, we could move around some hours, but we're doing a great job. The main is these 5-star recruits, right? And we're winning. We don't want to adjust anything when we're winning those battles. And we can hard sell a great hard sell here for the right tackle. The right tackle from Cincinnati, Ohio. Sean Ragas? I don't know. I am not a name pronunciation expert. If you watch all my content on the channel, you know that. Oh, you 100% know that, right? So now we did free up some hours for... Who do we want? How fast is the free safety? 94 speed. Left tackle or left end? Ooh, I believe it's Jamal Carter that we need more hours for. No, we're winning that battle though. So it's gotta be probably who we're at risk of losing more, which is the left tackle. Even though I think we do need a free safety, though, don't we? I think we need the free safety more. So let's take off the 5 and let's add the young player. So that's going to be 35 hours. And where were we? Right here. Avery Scruggs, a strong safety hybrid 5-star with 92 speed. Good overall player. We're leading the way. LSU is there in second. And we do have the hard sell going, and it's working great. And then we got Tyler Beebe. We got the hard sell going there, and it's working good. We're leading the way. I'd like to see a little bit more influence, though, from that hard sell, but I know it's not a great hard sell. Oh, no, it is. A+, A, and a B. And he's not being sold yet. I can tell you that. That is not a great hard sell. You want that to be a little bit better. And then we got Braden Myers, a 5-star defensive tackle run stopper. We have so much talent. Why is nobody else going after this recruit? Georgia, Oregon, and Alabama just gave up. They don't even have an offer out. They're like, we can't compete with Kentucky anymore. Michigan is still there. They're like, no, we're not competing with Kentucky anymore. Wow. We really have improved our reputation. Then another 5-star cornerback, 94 speed, and we are leading the way there as well. But here's the thing. We need to lock in 1 or 2 recruits here very soon because we need more hours to start giving more hours to our 4-star gyms that we have, because we are at risk of losing a lot of recruits. Not a lot. Let's check to see if we can hard sell. See if we can find one. Do we know it's championship contender and proximate to home? I usually don't like to hard sell with the C-. Anyways, yeah. I'm not going to. I think we do have it, though. I believe it's only this one, right? And a B+, A+, C-, no. Not yet. Definitely not doing that. I'm not going to hard sell. We're just gotta hope that we still win, even though Ohio State has a 5 pipeline. Yeah, and then we still have other ones that these are just ones we have on the list that we've scouted that have our interest. We don't really need, if we get this top 16 here, and I don't think we're going to get them all, but if we get a large majority of these, we're set. We don't need a huge recruiting class this year. We have some great developing talent anyways. If we get about a good solid 15 to 18 and then a couple transfers, we're in great shape. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Everybody drop your 1-times for some recruits. Come on. Danny Honeycutt. Danny Honeycutt, everybody. Come on, Dan. Choose Kentucky. Choose the Kentucky Wildcats. Come on, Dan. Look. Jose Poe, our first 5-star gym commit of the year. A 5-star left tackle from Glendale, Arizona. Come on, Dan. No, that's our only one. That's good, though. We're number 2 now on Kamara and Gaskin. That's what I thought. Hey, we knew that would be the case, right? We knew that'd be the case, but we just freed up about 60 hours. So next up, we have South Carolina. They're undefeated. Oh. So we got Poe. We need a couple more to commit to Kentucky here soon, right? Because now we did free up 65 hours, which is going to be great. So what are we second on? We're second on Syracuse now, so we are going to have to full send. Gaskin and Kamara we might lose. And it's okay if we do. It's okay if we do. Because they have a visit scheduled too. Now, if we get some more recruits, we can schedule a visit. Texas A&M, we still have a couple weeks to schedule this. They're ranked number 5 in the nation. They're undefeated. That might not be a good time to schedule a game, because that's going to be the game after going to Alabama, where our team is probably going to have a lot of wear and tear after that Alabama game. So, I don't know. Texas A&M is undefeated. South Carolina is undefeated as well. So, yeah, we'll have to make some decisions at the end of the next episode on recruiting, because we may lose 2 recruits. We may just have to let them go. Yeah, I mean, we had so many good 5-star talent. We may have to let them go. I don't know. I probably won't let them go, but we're definitely at danger of losing them. And we're facing off against a South Carolina team who may not look that great overall. They're 82 overall, but they're sitting 4-0 on the year, and they are 1-0 in the conference. Let's see, actually, who they beat. Let's take a look at the schedule here. And let's go to South Carolina. And let's actually see who they took down in the SEC first. I don't think we saw it on a top story yet. So they took down Texas 19-14. Oh my. This South Carolina team is on a 4-game win streak, and they won their first SEC game against Texas, and that is a really good Texas team. Texas is struggling, 2-3 on the year. They took down Miami, an FCS team, barely. Oh my. Okay. They barely beat the FCS Midwest team. They they did not show up. And then USF and then Texas. That's a harder schedule than we've had so far. But hey, South Alabama is looking pretty good though. And Akron, Akron and South Alabama are on the rise, everybody. You all saw how well that those offenses played against this Kentucky team. And Akron's defense played really good as well. But yeah, they play us, and then Arkansas, Auburn. They have a tough finish. Look at that schedule. Georgia, Tennessee, and Clemson to close out. Okay. Good luck, South Carolina. Good luck with your upcoming SEC schedule. And it's going to be a battle. It's in Lexington, Kentucky. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If this was not in Lexington, I would be terrified. We get Big Blue Nation, and then in week 6, you all know what happens. We go into Alabama to face off against our toughest matchup of the year so far. It's going to be tough. It is going to be really tough. But big thank you to all of you all for watching this video to the end, and for all the support here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. If you got some enjoyment, be sure to drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. There is plenty more sports content here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. Check the channel page with the different career mode playlists in the video description below. I will see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.